we've learned so much throughout the process of building this car. It's also really fun because you're with your friends, and it's not like dorky like everyone says. We actually have so much fun.
Yeah, it's just really good experience, and also it gives you a lot of good skills for when you're doing engineering, if you decide to be an engineer or anything, because you learn the basic principles of aerodynamics and physics, which really helps you in science.
And it's really not hard to put a car together. You basically just need the wheels, the gears, and the motor, and axles.
A battery pack.
Yeah, so and all of them have to require soda can, which is in here. It's the payload. Right now, as you can see, we're indoors because of the bad weather outside.
It's raining.
So we're currently using battery packs.
Which makes all the cars go much faster.
Yeah, but if we were outside, we would have used the solar panel. They're not that big, but they're very effective.
They generate a surprising amount of power.
The Junior Solar Sprint program is a model solar electric car program designed for middle school students to deepen their understanding of real-world applications in math, physical science, and solar energy. Through the program, students explore scientific concepts and technologies that can help our country address such issues as global climate change, air pollution, and dependence on foreign oil. Students are challenged to design and construct a model solar electric vehicle that is innovative, speedy, and structurally sound. Teams can compete at local events and may ultimately advance to the Northeast Championship. At the championship, participants vie for awards in speed, craftsmanship, technical merit, innovation, artistic merit, kids' favorite, and team spirit. The competitions inspire students to push themselves and recognize their potential. The growing popularity of the program is a reflection of its success. Teachers love to see the increased interest and aptitude in math, science, and engineering. Parents love the new confidence, teamwork, and perseverance in their children. And students love the challenge and the fun to be had in such a creative process and collaborative experience.
Our whole class had to do it. It was kind of like a school project. So we have 58 kids, 26 cars. Thanks, Madison. We had 26 cars altogether. And some were for design, some were for innovation, and some were for speed.
You can like move them around however you need to.
You know, if you could just move these around so they... You're going to have to repair that. If you could move these around so that they cradle the can and hold the solar
So if we move it back?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Okay,
yes.
we will do that at
So
the repair station.
I want you to hit the repair station and come back and we'll sign the inspection.
Okay.
All right. The car didn't have it had a belt for the compartment to hold the soda can, but it didn't actually have like a cushion or like a compartment for it to stay in. So we're just gonna move the beams up for the solar panel, so this way it has almost like a cover for it so it doesn't fall out. The car is usually slower with the solar panel, so it's better that we have the battery pack now. But our lead broke too. We have to get a new battery. So we have to get a new battery pack.
We check different items. I'm checking the wheel and the guidance system. So for example, the guidance system here, you can see the line goes through here to here. When they go down the racetrack, so the cars don't bash into each other and everything, what happens is a thin fishing wire is put along. So the car then will be guided by the fishing line. So that's the guidance system when it goes down the test track. And then I look for the wheels, the size of the wheels, make sure they're stable enough, yet have enough play so they can go forward. And then what I'll do is I'll check the gear ratio too, between the big wheels and the larger gear. And that's what I grade on.
I'm inspecting for technical merit, specifically the solar panels, and I'm looking for things like how solidly are they held on there, And are they tiltable? Are there reflectors? Are there things to help get more solar power out of it? And I'm also checking to see if the students understand the idea of mounting it so that you get the most solar energy out of it. How do you know how much to tilt it to get the most solar energy out of it?
If the solar panel's flat to the sun.
Yes, and how do you know when it's flat to the sun?
I'm not sure.
Oh, okay. Well, make sure that next year's team knows the answer to that question, because it's an important one. If you have a science or math teacher, I'm sure you do. Ask them, they can probably help you with that.
Okay.
Good luck on your race.
Thanks.
I'm looking at the gear train and whether the gears are meshed together nicely, whether it looks like it's reliable, whether it's going to pop out during the race, and then whether it meshes well as it rolls, and then how well it's balanced left to right. Do you know your gear ratio?
I know that the bottom one's 40 T, but I think I put the top one on backwards, so I can't see how many teeth it is.
You have friction reduction there?
Yep, there's a teeny bit of oil, like barely a drop on each one.
Is that rub on there?
Nope.
Nope.
I've adjusted everything so that it doesn't rub.
Close, but it doesn't. It's nice and smooth.
This curriculum helps kids dissect problems into manageable parts and solve them. That's a really important skill as we go forward.
I'd say as a teacher, this is a rare interdisciplinary opportunity for educators, and if anybody has the time to do it after school club or whatever, they're really giving a gift to their kids.
It was a little wobbly, so we had to put a piece of wood right here so it stays. Our motor mount broke, so we had to glue it. And
they work as a team, so they learn about teamwork. They learn about failure and success following failure. They learn about problem solving. They learn all kinds of scientific principles. They learn about gear ratios. They learn about friction. They learn about properties of materials. And they exercise craftsmanship. These are some things that a lot of kids don't get opportunities to do. And they have the unique opportunity to do that in the context of learning about photovoltaics.
We did a unit on solar energy prior to doing being invited to this race. And so it was really interesting to watch them really work when they were challenged with the obstacles to come through, and they did an awesome job, and I'm really proud of them for that.
Our country probably is one of the best innovators in the world, and this is because of contests like this that we bring out the best in these kids, a rainbow of talent. It's a wonderful experience, and I think it might tend to hook them and to go into some scientific field, such as an engineer.
We need new engineers. We need the people who are going to come up with the breakthroughs for renewable energy to get a wide array of students interested in that possible career path. It grabs the interest of kids. So once you've got their interest, then trying to teach them about forces in motion, about how solar energy works, about why would you want solar energy, the social aspects of it, the history of energy. Once you get them engaged, you can start teaching them all sorts of things. So it's the motivator. Right now, it's an incredibly key topic for the world in general, but the country in particular.
We actually have two gear ratios. One here, that's for less sunlight or less power. And this one here for more sunlight or battery power. Because this one's a much faster gear ratio, that one has more torque.
And instead of using 2 or 3 wheel drive, it's just this one wheel. It's powered by the motor, just less energy lost. And these ones back here, they just sort of spin.
Instead of a semicircle, we used the triangle. It was much more efficient. This was the final product, basically. We had the soda can kind of like this, and we had the coils right there, so we could hold up the solar panel.
So we can basically angle it any way that we need to maximize the solar rays on it.
Participate in the Junior Solar Sprint. Get excited about science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. Contact NESEA today.